All right, guys, you know what? One time a day talking is just not good enough. So we're going to go live twice today with this special edition on a Friday night of Trending in the PM, backed by popular demand, the main man. We are live talking Sixers, NBA trade deadline, winners and losers, and who is going to be the teams that are playing for an NBA championship. We're live in 30 seconds, guys. And a very good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of Trending in the PM right here on the STT Sports Network. First and foremost, before we get started, do me a favor, wherever you're watching live or on replay, please hit the like button on your screen, wherever it is. Please share this out to your social media platforms. And, of course, subscribe to the STT Sports Network. It is free to do. It does not cost you a thing to like, share, and subscribe. And, of course, if you're watching live, we've got a poll question going on the YouTube channel, and the poll question is very simple. Are you disappointed in the Philadelphia 76ers trade deadline? Yes or no? Please vote. Please like. Please subscribe. Guys, I'm Phil Stiefel, as always. And joining me tonight by special demand, my main man, Connor, back for the first time since his birthday a month back. Connor, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Are you excited to talk a little Sixers basketball?
Yes.
A little
Yes.
NBA, a little trade deadline?
Yep.
All right. We've got comments already running in. Good evening, Adam. We are going to get into this very shortly. Josh Allen, what's up? Josh Allen watches the show, just so you know, Connor, all the time. Robert, what's up, my man? Yeah, shout out to everybody wanted Connor back, so we got Connor back on the show tonight. So let's dive right into it, Connor. I know you've been itching to talk about this specifically. Jarrett McCain was surprisingly traded at the deadline. Actually on Wednesday, the day before the deadline. First and foremost, you were probably in school when the news broke that he was traded. When you found out that Jarrett McCain was traded, were you kind of shocked? Were you surprised?
Yes, I was.
How did you feel? Like, he had just started, getting into a groove and stuff like that. He was just starting to play well. We'll get into the trade in a second, but how did you feel? Did the Sixers give up on him too quickly?
Yes. I don't think he was with the right team. I don't know if the Sixers are the right team for Jarrett McCain.
Why would you say that? Please explain that, because I'm curious on that, because I've heard other people say the same exact thing.
Because you already have two guards, Maxey and VJ, who take up a lot of minutes, and then he can't really play. He only gets to play not that much minutes. So, and then you also have Quentin Grimes, who can play a little bit too. So,
do you worry that the Sixers now, without Jarrett McCain here, you remember 2 weeks ago, Jarrett McCain missed a couple games. So now, because of that, and also because Eric Gordon's not around, what do the Sixers do? Say Quentin Grimes gets hurt for 3 games. Now you're going to be playing Kyle Lowry.
yeah.
Doesn't that scare you at all, or just is that not a big deal to you in the regular season?
It scares me.
Yeah, it scares me a lot too. I am not a great uncle. I'm just okay, Robert. So let's talk about it. So they got a first-round pick in the draft from Oklahoma City, which, by the way, you said not a good fit here. Do you think he's going to fit in well with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Well, Shea's hurt right now, so I don't know. He might get some playing time, maybe, because Shea's hurt. I don't.
Yep. I mean, we also sent Isaiah Joe to Oklahoma City Thunder a couple of years back, and he did pretty good. Maybe being on a championship team. I don't know if they still do, but a couple of days ago they had the best record in the NBA. OKC. They still do. Do you think that it's better for a young player to go to a championship team like that, where there's not going to be pressure on Jarrett McCain to be the guy there?
Yeah, well, I think maybe Philly was just tough for him. I don't know, but like I just said, the Thunder do have a lot of guards, just like the Sixers don't really, but the Thunder have like Caruso, Dort, and then Isaiah Joe, and then he might get some playing time since Shea's hurt, but like I don't know if he's gonna get that much, like he could have in Philly.
Right. Do you think, because Josh Allen's turnover machine wants to know, do you think getting a first round pick, which most likely is going to be what, like middle range kind of thing here?
It's a
Um,
good, it is a
do you
good
think that
draft.
was a good trade return right there?
No,
No,
I
you
want,
want you,
I
you
wanted a
wanted that?
player. I wanted a player.
Oh, you wanted a player. Okay, gotcha. Thank you very much, Adam. Muchas gracias. We got our first tip for Connor right here. Somebody's already dropping a tip for you here in the chat, Connor. So we got a first round pick now. Daryl Morey actually talked today to the media and to the fans about how he did make this trade because they were trying to do something bigger and it just didn't work out. You said you wanted a player. Do you think it would be better off when they made this trade if it would have meant they got? I'm not saying Giannis Antetokounmpo because he wasn't getting traded, but if they used that to get another player, do you think that would have made the loss of Jarrett McCain a little less upsetting to the fans?
Yes, I wanted you to. I would have flipped that pick to try to get like a forward, which we need since PG's suspension, and then because we don't have good forward depth right now. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and with the you're losing Jarrett McCain on the bench. You've lost Paul George till the end of the season. There's a lot of minutes and a lot of offense that are going to be needed from the likes of Dominic Barlow. We see a little bit of Trenton Watford, bringing up the ball at times. Are you concerned that the Sixers won't be able to maintain their level without Jarrett McCain, without Paul George, with all these things? I mean, they have like 35 games left this year. How do you think they're going to be able to withstand this and still be like a 5 or 6 seed or maybe better for the playoffs?
I think they're gonna stay as a 6 seed. They just went on a 5-game winning streak, and the Lakers just snapped it. So, like, I don't know what. I think they'll stay there though.
What do you think is the biggest weakness then of this Sixers team right now with George out, with McCain gone? You got the buyout market. You're going to have other guys maybe brought in. They have a roster spot open. Do you think they have a weakness that they should go out and look at?
2 things: rebounding and forward depth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, rebound. I didn't stay awake like you. I can't stay awake that late for a Lakers game on the West Coast. But I was looking at it. I mean, they had 3 offensive rebounds or something, like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds last night, and that was it. Why? How can they be that bad at rebounding the ball? And they have a good rebounder in Andre Drummond, and they don't play him.
That's just the coach. I don't know why they're not playing him. You have to play. This is what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to play Drummond against like the less athletic teams, and then Bono with the more athletic teams. The Lakers are not that athletic, so I would play Drummond there.
Do you think? I was kind of. I don't know about you, but I was kind of surprised that Drummond didn't get traded. I thought it was going to be Gordon and Drummond traded to get under the luxury tax, and then keep Jarrett McCain. I'm kind of shocked that Andre Drummond is still here.
Yeah.
Do you think it has anything to do with Nick Nurse and just Nick Nurse doesn't like him or that style?
I don't know if he. I don't know if what he knows what he's doing with the rotation right now.
Hey, I agree. We were talking about on the morning show today which coach in Philadelphia gets fired first: Nick Sirianni, Nick Nurse, Rob Thompson, Rick Tocchet, and there was a lot of people that think Nick Nurse might not make it through this year unless they, make it pretty far in the playoffs.
Daryl Morey's boy.
What was that? I hear someone chirping in the background there.
Someone said that's Daryl Morey's boy.
Yeah, that is Daryl Morey's boy. So how do you feel about Daryl Morey and Josh Harris at this point? Look at this. Look, rolling in the money right now, Connor. I'm going to have to send you a Venmo later for all the money you're making on the show tonight. But are you confident in Nick Nurse, Daryl Morey, and Josh Harris right now?
No, I don't even think they know what they're doing, especially Josh Harris. He's a cheapie.
Cheapie, yeah. Yes, he is absolutely a cheapie. The dude only cares about one thing, owning his football team. And, I don't know if you know this, Connor. He also owns a hockey team in the NHL.
What's that team?
He owns the New Jersey Devils along with the Sixers and the Washington Commanders. So, yeah, we got Robert saying Nick Nurse will be the first coach fired, in Philadelphia over the next, couple of weeks. Got another one. Man, Connor, you're rolling it in here. I'm going to be able to pay my electric bill this month with all the money you're making me. All right, so Jarrett McCain went for a first-round pick. We didn't make any other moves, but there were a lot of trades in the NBA over the last, 3 or 4 days. Actually, yesterday was quieter than the couple days leading up to yesterday. Who would you say is the biggest winner from the NBA trade deadline? It's obviously not the Sixers, right?
Yeah, I think the
Indiana Pacers? Why do you think they were the biggest winners?
They got a good center who can play because they got Zubac, and then they'll have Halliburton back next year, so then they'll be a contender probably because the East is weak.
It was kind of weird how the Pacers made a trade like that when they're not a contender. The Washington Wizards went out and got Anthony Davis. Jaren Jackson got traded to Utah. A lot of non-contenders went out and made big trades. It's kind of weird. You might not know that, but that doesn't happen very often, in the NBA. Non-contenders normally trade their players away, don't try to bring them in. We got a question here. What do you think of Cleveland trading for James Harden? Does that make them a winner or a loser, giving up Darius Garland for him?
More of a contender if you want to win now, but if you're talking about the future, then that's not a good trade. So I think that helps the Clippers too, though, because I think they wanted to get younger. They might be starting a little rebuild.
I think that Cleveland won that. Not Cleveland. I think L.A. won that trade. I do. I think L.A. did. Getting younger, getting away from the drama of James Harden, I think they win in that situation. I think they got better. And if anything, that trade hurts the Sixers, right? Because the Sixers get Cleveland's draft pick, and maybe Darius Garland makes them better.
The Clippers, you mean?
That's what I mean. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, what? You two over there, questioning me, making, mistakes over here. Look at that. Yeah. But anyway, what do you think?
About, Cleveland and the Clippers, Harden, he's not good in Game 6 or Game 7, so you got to win in 5 basically every time.
Yeah, we got a random question. It says a little off topic, but who are some of your favorite NBA players? I'm assuming he means to watch them on the TV, and who you want to be like when you're playing out in the court. With your, I think, isn't this weekend your last game of the season?
One of them.
One of them. Okay. Who are some of your favorite NBA players right now?
Ant,
my favorite. I love Ant.
I like Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Shea.
Shea's great. Yeah, they're your favorite. None of the Sixers are in your top list of guys?
Not really. I have no.
No? Okay. All right. What do you think about Giannis not getting traded? Because everyone talked nonstop how Giannis was going to get traded. He was going to go here. He was going to go there. And then all of a sudden yesterday he said, no, I never said I wanted to be traded. I'm going to stay here in Milwaukee. Do you like the fact that he's staying there, or do you think a team should have made a trade to go get him?
I think a team should have made a trade, and the Bucks are a troll.
The Bucks are a troll, yeah. Yeah, you are more. Connor is more knowledgeable than me. That there is no doubt about that 100%. Adam says you don't have Maxey or Edgecombe in your top players.
I like them, but there's other people.
Do you worry? Because I don't know how many games you've watched, but lately, because I know you're in school and stuff like that. But it looks like Tyrese Maxey's getting a little tired sometimes out there. a little short on his shot and stuff like that. Edgecombe, a rookie playing his first full season. Losing Jarrett McCain means there's going to be a lot of minutes on those guys. Do you think Maxey can handle the extra minutes that he's going to keep playing?
Well, I think so because he's been doing it for the whole year. So, I think I like the Maxey has young legs and so does VJ. So I think they can handle it. But the lack of guard depth means they're going to play more than they were in the regular in the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Somebody's asking about the Bulls and Yuki Kawamura. Am I pronouncing that right?
Do not even know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either. Maxey's not tired. I think Maxey's going to get a little tired out there. What's the most points you scored this year, Connor? They want to know. In a game. Was that the 11-point outing the other night?
Yeah.
11 points is the most he's scored. All right, so you said the winners. Who else were winners at the NBA trade deadline?
The Jazz.
The winners before we get to the losers.
The Jazz.
The Jazz were winners. The two winners you picked were the teams that aren't going to make the playoffs that made trades. Were you kind of shocked that the Jazz went out and got Jaren Jackson?
Yes. Jaren Jackson, I think he would have been a good fit for the Sixers. They need rebounding. They need some defense because of the Paul George suspension.
So I asked you already. I don't think James Harden and what's his name will fit together in Cleveland. Do you think Jaren Jackson and Lauri Markkanen can fit together in Utah? Because, I mean, they play different, but they play the same position.
I think that will work because then next year you got Walker Kessler coming back, and then you'll be a triple big team, which I like. I don't even know if they'll make
win in the NBA as a triple big.
I don't know.
I don't know. I like it. It gives Lauri Markkanen more time to shoot, but I don't know. That scares me. That I like Utah. I like Lauri Markkanen. I wanted him on the Sixers last year when he was a free agent. I just don't know how he fits with Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know. They play the same, I feel like.
They do play the same a lot. Who do you think was the biggest? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
They can both shoot pretty nice, and they can both play defense.
Who was the biggest losers at the NBA trade deadline, though?
One of them, probably the Mavs.
The Mavericks?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Sixers, obviously.
What's that? The Sixers losers?
Yep.
Okay.
The Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, okay. What do you think about the Mavericks giving up on Anthony Davis and basically giving everybody up for next to nothing? That was a pretty big trade right there. And first you trade away Luka for next to nothing. Then you trade away, Anthony Davis for pretty much nothing. What do you think?
It's basically Max Christie for Luka Doncic, which is not the worst trade probably one of the worst trades in the NBA in a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy the amount of talent they brought to Dallas, and then we're not able to turn it into anything. And I know, Kyrie Irving was hurt and hasn't been playing this year, but man, they really gave up on a lot of stars really quickly there.
I don't even know if they're going to play Kyrie because they're not going to make the playoffs probably.
Probably not. I mean, I did think I did pick him up in our fantasy basketball league at after the draft and figured he would play at some point, Kyrie, but there's no point at this time, right? There's no reason for it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought he might have gotten traded because I think they want to start a rebuild with all around flag, and then you gotta trade all your old people like Kyrie, AD, which they already did. I don't know why you would trade him to the Wizards though, but then you got young people for him, except Chris Middleton's not that young, so.
I think I have a feeling Chris Middleton will get cut at some point, maybe and be a waiver. Dallas is only 4 games out of the playoffs, 4 games out of the 10th spot. And they're only 4 games out, and that's after losing 6 games in a row. So it's kind of crazy to think of Dallas being, giving up on so much so quickly when, as of a week and a half ago, they were right there with a chance for the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, their team's not that good. I'm glad they got rid of Russell. He was not a good fit for that team.
Is Russell a good fit for any team, honestly? I think he's an overrated player, personally. There's a point a
He
lot of
was
people
good at-
wanted him to come to the Sixers.
Yeah, because he doesn't like space. No, he's not really. He's just not good at anything really.
Any other trades that you want to touch on real quick? Any other moves that you thought would happen or that should have happened?
I thought Giannis to the Heat was real. That would have
Giannis to the
happened.
Heat?
Yeah,
They were talking about Tyler Hero, I believe, for Giannis there, weren't they?
yeah.
Do you think Giannis will stay with Milwaukee long term after this year and stuff like that? Or do you think that every year it seems like they're talking about trading him? Do you think eventually he gets traded?
He gets traded in the summer, probably.
Who would be the perfect person? I know this wasn't in your notes, but you got me thinking about Giannis. Which team or which other superstar do you think Giannis would play the best next to?
Ant.
Man, could you imagine him on? Actually, I think I heard Minnesota was involved at one point in calls to him. Man, I could imagine Anthony Edwards and Giannis together. That'd be interesting right there. You put them two with a really good center, man. We want to know about the Kobe White trade. I forget all the details of that trade. That was a Charlotte that went out and got him, right?
Yeah, Charlotte's playing really good. They have 8 straight wins, which is really crazy.
The comment here is a huge Charlotte Hornets fan. So if you have any information on the Charlotte Hornets, this is the guy here on the screen that would love to hear it.
Yeah, they're playing really good. They're in the playoffs. They're in the play-in now, and I think they'll stay there because who's going to catch up to them?
Yeah. They're up to 8 wins in a row now, Charlotte. I mean, that's a run. There's also talk that Lonzo Ball might go and join his brother LaMelo there. The Sixers, I'm going to give you some names here. This wasn't also in the notes. I just brought this up on my screen. Some names of some players that might be available to be added now that the trade deadline's over. Lonzo Ball being one, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, Chris Middleton, Marvin Bagley, Cam Thomas. There's a whole bunch of names out there.
You should sign Cam Thomas.
Do you like Cam Thomas? Because I kind of think Cam Thomas is a good player on a bad team, but on a good team, might not be that good.
I high risk, high reward. I think I would take that for the Sixers.
Yeah. Do you like teams that take high risks like that, like big bold moves like that? Because that's what it would have been like if the Sixers traded for Giannis or something like that. When the Knicks traded last year, all that to get what's his name over there? They traded 5 first-round picks, or Orlando traded 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane last year. Do you like it when teams make big bold trades like that? High risk trades?
It's more entertaining.
Yeah, more entertaining. You like a lot of stars put together and stuff like that?
Steph and Curry and Giannis. That's like the ultimate duo.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever I know there's a lot of talk of him going there or going to the Lakers or whatnot over the years. But man.
Lakers, they're easy to get. Luka.
What do you think about back to the Sixers for a second? Joel Embiid. I haven't gotten your thoughts on Joel Embiid yet. I mean, he's been really healthy this year, which for the first time in a long time. Do you think he could stay this good, or do you think he could get even better as he gets more healthy and more games under his belt?
He'll progress to be probably a little bit better. Mm-hmm. They're probably gonna help him get up and down the court faster. Probably play jump better still.
Do you think he should have been on the All-Star game or All-Star team?
First off, I don't think he cares, but I think he could have.
Yeah, I think he deserves to have been on the All-Star team. I don't know if he cares anymore. I think at one point he cared, just like he cared about playing in the Olympics a few years ago. But I don't think he cared. But it's a respect thing. Don't you want the respect to be on the All-Star team? And I mean, Joel Embiid's putting up 30 points a night every single night now, just about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We got Minnesota Fat saying Giannis and Steph is the duo that everybody in the NBA needs. Adam asking, would Luka and Giannis actually work well together? I don't know. Yeah, that might be a little clogged up there. I don't think Giannis would have worked well in the Sixers. I think me and you talked about that last weekend when we were out to dinner, that I thought that Giannis and Joel Embiid next to each other wouldn't have been a good fit anyway.
They both don't even shoot good.
They both play down low. They both They both play in the post. They both drive down. Yeah, I mean, Connor knows more about the Charlotte Hornets than I do, for sure, Josh Allen, for sure. All right, so here we are. The trade deadline's gone. Still with what it is, but I know you prepared a top 15 teams power ranking, so to speak. But before we get to it specifically and team by team, I got to ask Sixers-wise, in the top 15 in the NBA, where do you rank the Philadelphia 76ers?
13th.
Wow, so at the bottom of the top 15. So you, in your mind, the Sixers are just an average team at this point still.
Yeah.
Despite their record, despite being ahead of the play-in series, do you think the Sixers can get higher up that list before the end of the year?
I think they'll stay 5 or 6. I want them to get 5 because I don't want to face the Celtics. I would rather face the Knicks, but I don't know if anybody else would. Because we're played
the
good.
Celtics are a surprising team at this point because without Jason Tatum, they've actually played surprisingly very well this year.
Yeah, do you think that trade was good, Simons for Vucevic?
I don't know. I feel like Simons has this reputation to be this really great guard and really great shooter, but he seems to get traded a lot. He seems to move around a lot, and I don't ever watch a basketball game and be like, wow, when I see him do anything. So I don't know. Vucevic, he's just he played for the Sixers like 50 years ago. I don't know. He's just kind of another boring player. I don't think it makes either team better, but it makes neither team worse either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's an even trade.
I know Adam asked me this, so I'm going to ask you it because he's asking you now too. That since Joel Embiid's been playing better, do you think they should have tried to trade him while he's healthy just to get rid of him and get him out of here? Or are you like me that I want Joel to just stay forever, and even if he doesn't win, I'm riding it out till the end?
What are you, a process guy? You the process?
I am a process guy. I want to see the process to the end. I don't care if it's good or bad.
I think they should have traded him. He's at his highest progress. He's at his highest trade value point. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Do you think you could actually get anything from him if you did try to trade him?
I don't know.
Would it be like one of the Anthony Davis or Luka trades where you get next to nothing, or would it have been like the Jarrett McCain where you get like a middle pick, or do you think some team would actually trade a lot to bring him in?
I would like him to. Maybe the Heat for Bam Adebayo. I like Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been talking about Bam for Joel Embiid for like 2-3 years now. We always thought he was going to go play in Miami to pair up with his buddy Jimmy Butler, but Butler's obviously out this year again, and whatever. Jimmy Butler might not ever play again after this year, so who knows? We'll see. So start backwards. What's up?
If you're the Warriors, and if you really want to trade for Giannis, you could maybe go for. You have to at least put Jimmy Butler in.
Yeah, with the contract.
Well, now you can't do that anymore because you don't have Kuminga. So
I forgot that Kuminga got traded too. I don't know what any team's doing. Like the NBA trade deadline, like it normally looks like it makes sense from time to time. It didn't make sense this year what any team did. I don't think you gave me your winners and your losers. I don't think any team really won. And I don't think any team lost at the trade deadline. I don't know if that makes sense. I just kind of think like nothing really changed in the power rankings of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All right, so the Sixers are at 13. So who do you have at 14 and 15 in the NBA power rankings?
The Heat at 15.
I'm going to write this down. Heat at 15, okay.
And then Golden State 13.
Okay.
I mean 14 Golden State, 14 yeah. Golden State.
And then the Sixers at 13. So the Sixers, Golden State, and Miami, your bottom three teams out of the top half of the NBA. Which one of those three teams has the best chance to make a deep run to the finals in the Eastern or Western Conference or to the NBA Finals themselves? Which one of those three teams has the best shot going forward?
Sixers,
okay. As long as Joel Embiid stays healthy, I agree with you on that. Now, if Joel Embiid gets hurt, then I don't know about that. But as long as Joel Embiid plays well, I think that's good. All right, so then after the Sixers, let's go 10, 11, 12.
All right. I start with 10 or 12.
Whatever. Go 12. Go 12 first.
Suns, Raptors, And then the Cavs.
Man, you have the Cavs all the way down to 10 in the power rankings. Okay.
There's a lot of good teams here in the NBA.
There's a lot of people that love Cleveland. I'm not a Cleveland fan. I don't think Cleveland's that good. I didn't think they were good last year either. I do not think Donovan Mitchell's as good as people think. He's a really good player, but I don't think he's the number one guy like people think he is. I think he would be perfect. Like if he was like number 2 with Giannis Antetokounmpo, or if he was number 2 next to Anthony Edwards or Shai, I think he'd be better. But him being the number one guy, I don't like that. So I never think so. I like that you got Cleveland. I would have had Cleveland. I know this is crazy, but I'd have Cleveland down at like 13 even or 14.
Wow.
I just don't think Donovan Mitchell will ever win a championship if he's the number one player on the team.
Okay. Do you think Harden's the number one player still if he's this old?
I think James Harden thinks he's the number one player. I think James Harden thinks he's an MVP still. I think James Harden thinks he's a superstar, but James Harden's been playing really good this year.
He's going to have to play off the ball a little bit more.
He is. And, well, I mean, James Harden at times has played, off the ball. He played off the ball sometimes here, even in Philly at times when he was with Maxey. So, and James Harden can thrive as long as he's happy. The problem with James Harden is when he's not happy, he becomes a problem.
The Nets, yeah, he played off the ball at the Nets.
All right, who's number 9 on your power rankings? We're getting into the top 10 now.
The Lakers.
The Lakers. You love the Lakers way too much. The Lakers stink.
I would have put them more lower.
They just beat us, but they stink.
The Timberwolves, I should have put them higher. I don't know why I put them at 8.
You have the Timberwolves at what, 8?
Yeah.
Okay. And
7.
who do you have at 7?
Celtics.
Out of all the teams you've named, I'm shocked that the Celtics are as good as they are this year. I really thought that they were going to be terrible this year without Jason Tatum. It almost makes me think that Jalen Brown is better than I give him credit for.
I have another surprise because I think the Suns are a really big surprise.
Yeah, the Suns. I mean, the Suns team changed a lot from the Kevin. I don't want to say it, the era of Kevin Durant because he wasn't there that long. But I won't say I watched a lot of Suns basketball just because they play on the West Coast. But Devin Booker is playing really good this year again, and Grayson Allen, man, I don't know. I can't believe he's averaging 17
points. The villain, Brooks.
Yeah. The Sixers play them tomorrow night, don't they?
I'm going to try to watch some of that.
It's a late game, 9. I hate when they go out on the West Coast. It makes it so hard to watch them. Yeah, Harden puts up 40, then disappears the next game. And then when he's not happy, he just says, get me out of here. Is there a more selfish player in the NBA than James Harden?
Nope.
I mean, he literally didn't get what he wanted, and he literally left. This guy's saying Donovan Mitchell's dad works in the front office for the New York Mets. Does the Mets bad luck? Maybe that's what it is, Minnesota. Maybe. All right, so you got the Celtics at 7. Who do you have at 6?
Houston, the Rockets.
I love the Houston Rockets. I would probably put Houston a little higher even. I love what they've done building a young team, and then you go out and you get Kevin Durant to put with those young guys. Man, I want the Houston Rockets to stink as much as possible because we get their draft pick now. But I think Houston could reach the finals, honestly. I really do.
They have the right team.
All right, number 5 in your top 15 power rankings.
I hate to say this, but the Knicks.
I know they're playing good now, but, man, the last couple of games I watched against the Sixers, the Knicks just weren't it, but now they're starting to get hot again. Maybe they're the scariest team if they get hot and stay hot.
Yep.
What do you think of Jalen Brunson? Are you a Brunson guy, or do you not like the way he plays basketball?
I don't like the way he plays basketball. He's a flopper candidate. I just don't.
What about, with Karl Anthony Towns? Because there was a lot of rumors that Karl Anthony Towns was going to get traded. They didn't. They kept him. They got Bridges, OG. They got a lot of guys there. Do you think, I know you've got the Knicks at number 5, but that doesn't mean you think that they have a chance. Do you think they can win the East, the Knicks, or no?
In the playoffs, I think they can make the finals.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, there's a lot of Villanova players, Adam, on the Knicks, and that's why I don't like them even more now. And that's right, Boo Brun. No offense, Connor. I think people like Jalen Brunson are bad for basketball because kids your age see how Jalen Brunson plays and don't play basketball the right way because Jalen Brunson doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, I want kids like you to learn to play basketball the right way. And Jalen Brunson don't play the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you like Karl Anthony Towns, by the way? Are you a Karl Anthony Towns fan?
He's
I know you
soft.
joked the other day you thought the Sixers should get him.
He's soft.
Yes, the Knicks won the Mickey Mouse Award, the NBA Cup. Yes, the NBA Cup's silly. All right, that was the Knicks 5. So who's number 4 on your list?
Denver.
Surviving the Nikola Jokic, injury. Are you surprised they played so well with Nikola Jokic out?
I thought they would fall like 6 or something, but they're still in like the 3 seed or something.
They're on the 3 seat. They have lost 3 in a row recently. They're still sitting there. They're only 2.5 games out of the 2 seat with San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised. I didn't realize that team could hold up as long as they did. Yes, Eric, nobody likes Tyrell Morey, honestly. To be honest, LeBron James is the biggest flopper ever, according to that.
No, it's not.
No, who's the biggest flopper?
James Harden.
Yeah, I don't disagree. James Harden, LeBron.
Embiid is up there.
Embiid is a big flopper, too. That is for sure. All right, so Denver number 4. That means we're down to the last 3. Hold up. I haven't seen this list. Give me a second. I'm going to try to guess how you have your top 3, okay? I'm going to guess you got number 3, Detroit, number 2, San Antonio, number 1, OKC.
You are absolutely correct.
And that's the absolute correct way for it. So let's go to number 2 first, okay? The Spurs, okay? Because
number 3?
You have Spurs at number 2, right?
Yeah.
No, I wanted to I want to talk about number 2 Spurs first is what I want to say. Wembanyama's having a great year. The Spurs are quietly a great basketball team. I think the Spurs can come out of the Eastern Conference as long as everybody stays healthy. I think they give OKC the biggest threat. I think OKC or San Antonio are the team that wins the NBA championship this year, no matter what team in the Eastern Conference wins the East.
I disagree.
Oh, okay. Explain why.
So, number 1, the Spurs, they're unexperienced.
Okay.
And then you also got the Rockets. I think they can beat them. And I think Denver can also beat them. So those are my other 2 contenders to like go up. And those are the 3 teams that could probably go up and make it to the championship.
Okay, let's get to your number 3 team, the Detroit Pistons. One of my best friends in the world, Jason. He is from Detroit, and he is a huge Pistons fan. Are you surprised that Detroit is the number 1 team right now in the East?
Yes.
I mean, Kate Cunningham's a nice player, but I just really didn't think that Detroit was good enough yet to be a top team. Can they hold on to it? I know they've got a huge lead over the Knicks in the conference. Oh, it's down to 4.5. Maybe not. It's not as big of a lead as I thought. Are they contenders or are they pretenders? They're pretending to be good.
They're contenders. I also have at the start of the year, I thought the Knicks were going to be the 1 seed, the Cavs the 2 seed, and then the 3 seed the Sixers.
So you're not believing that the Detroit Pistons are as good as their record says then?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Tobias Harris, man. Tobias Harris is a big time player there in Detroit. I love seeing Tobias Harris back out there doing what he does. Yeah. Somebody named Christie, I'm not sure who that is, says any team with Tobias can't win anything. Do you agree with that comment, Connor?
Mm-mm.
We got somebody else saying the Sixers are going to win the Eastern Conference. Can the Sixers win the Eastern Conference? Is there any chance they win the Eastern Conference?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you have OKC, the defending champs, as your number 1 team as of now. Obviously, they're defending champions. Obviously, they have the the best record in the NBA at 40-12 right now. Most likely OKC is going to repeat as champions, right?
Probably.
What would be the biggest thing outside of injuries, not counting injuries? What would cause OKC not to win again this year?
I don't know, actually. Not injuries?
Yeah, if it wasn't you can't say that, well, if SGA got hurt, then that's going to be why they don't win. If it's not that, I mean, they've got to be they're not just the favorite, statistically. Like, they're the best team, like, above and beyond, aren't they?
I think what messes them up is probably the Spurs and the Timberwolves. Those are the two teams that have played them the best. I probably Denver, maybe even Houston, but yeah, it would probably be a really competitive series though.
All right, so obviously you like OKC, you like Houston and Denver, not as much as the Spurs like me and Detroit like me.
I do like the Spurs though, but
yeah, no, I know, just not as much. Like, I think the Spurs would be the team that beats OKC. You were a little hesitant on that. Do you think there's a surprise team in the East or the West that come the NBA Finals, we're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe that's the team that got to the NBA Finals?
The Celtics? They could make it.
That would shock me. I'd be shocked if the Celtics, I didn't think they would do it because of Tatum being out. And I don't like Jason Tatum. I think he's a flopper, and I think he's a selfish player to an extent. But, man, I really didn't think they were going to be good without him. So, to me, the Celtics would be a big shock. I think the Lakers would shock me getting to the finals as well. I know they're the Lakers, but LeBron at his age, Luka, I don't know. I don't know if the Lakers can really make a deep run either. So that would shock me. We never really mentioned it. You mentioned the Raptors at number 11. The Raptors are a weird team to me. They got a lot of good players, but no one's ever stood out as a star on the Raptors, have they?
Barnes is really carrying them right now, Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes, when he first got drafted, I loved him. I thought he was a great young player, but he hasn't taken that next step to being a superstar yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the Spurs and Suns back in the day? I remember the Adam way back in the day, the David Robinson era, the Charles Barkley era with Phoenix. I remember those days. They were good back in the day. Who's the leading contender then out of all those teams with the MVP? Is that SGA? Is he going to win the MVP again, or do you think another player is the best player this year?
Shai's hurt right now until after the All-Star game. Jokic probably was hurt, so I don't know if he can make it. So it might have to be Luka.
Maybe your dad in the background can answer this. I forget, how many games can you miss? Is it 20 or 25 that you can miss?
The game limit is 65.
So you got to play 65 to be the MVP. Yeah. So Shai's played 49 games this year. I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. I can't remember. I don't think he can. I think as long as he comes back after the All-Star break, I think he still could. Yeah, I had a Charles Barkley Suns jersey. I did. The Raptors aren't built like that. They are built more like a college team with good starters and a good bench. So they're a well-built team with no superstars. Do you agree with what this guy's saying here?
They're gonna get out in the first round if the Sixers play them. That we're gonna win in 5.
Okay. Right now the Raptors are the 5 seed, so I guess you wanted the Sixers to get to the 5. Play Cleveland, I guess. I
don't want to play Cleveland. I do not want to play Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Sixers can beat Cleveland. I think it'd be fun also to beat Cleveland with James Harden on them.
Yes.
It's always shy, okay? It's always shy. It's always shy. Regulars that watch my show know I mispronounce names all the time. Like Giannis is his name, not Giannis. It's Giannis, okay? You got to pronounce it the way it's said, okay? The way it's spelled. All right. So I think we've got to understand. So at this point, it is February 6th. The Super Bowl is Sunday, so we got a couple months left in the NBA season. If today was the day and you had to predict and put $1 million on the line, who is winning the NBA championship?
OKC.
OKC. That was an easy answer. It should have been easier for you to say that. How far? $1 million on the line. how far do the Sixers get? That's a tougher question than who wins the championship.
I'm hold on. I have to think about this for a little.
Hey, time is yours, man. We can go for 10 hours if we have to. Yes, Duck, he is not wrong. OKC is the easy choice to win the NBA championship. That's easy. How far the Sixers go? That's a tough one. I agree with this comment from Duck. They're either going to be one and done or they're going to go really deep.
Wait.
It's not going to be a second-round exit. It's going to be losing a playing game because they fall down, or they're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. There's no in-between, in my opinion.
Third or second round?
Okay, so finals or semifinals. See, I think it's either third or first, not the second. I don't think they get to the second. Is that your lock? Yes, Josh Allen. I think it's his lock that OKC is the champions. Adam says Sixers are going to get to the finals. So here's Connor. I get what Adam's saying. This is the year that no one thought the Sixers were going to do good, just like no one thought the Celtics would be good this year. So maybe it's Sixers-Celtics for the Eastern Conference again.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
No? Would the Sixers be able to beat the Celtics in a playoff series?
That's why I want to face the Knicks because we're good against them. We just can't win home
I'm just trying to think. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll just go thumbs up or thumbs down, okay? That the Sixers could beat these teams in a playoff series. Could they beat the Pistons in a playoff series? Yes. Okay. Could they beat the Knicks in a playoff series? Okay. Could they beat the Celtics in a playoff series? Cavaliers. Cavaliers are a thumbs down as well. All right. Raptors. Magic. Because we struggled against the Magic earlier this year.
Wait, no, yeah.
You're still going to say they could beat them? I don't think they match up well against the Magic. But, yeah, I think they could beat them. Then you got three more teams. Miami. They're in the playoffs right now, technically.
We're playing really bad against them. We have not played good.
I don't know why, because they're not that good of a team. You got the Hawks.
Oh, we have not played them good either.
We don't. But they don't have Trey anymore, and Trey stinks, but Trey's always good against them.
Trey has never played against them this year, though.
Yeah. Is there any team not in the playoffs right now that you think that can make the playoffs? Bulls, Bucks, Wizards, Grizzly, Mavericks, Utah, any of those teams?
If the Hornets fall out by one game, then it's going to be them.
Can they beat the Hornets in a playoff series? I know they just looked up on us the other day.
Hornets are taking game one. That's all I have to say.
Okay. All right. As long as Embiid is healthy, we can beat the Knicks and the Celtics. Plus, we get Paul George back. I get that. Yeah.
Ed P.
Yeah. Yes. What's to say? Yes. Yeah. We're just getting the answers to all these questions. Sixers are not getting to the finals, according to Robert. Most likely they're not. I know. Celtics have our number. Yes, they do. They've always had our number in the playoffs. Yes, the Sixers play Saturday at 9 o'clock against the Phoenix Suns. They won the first games on the West Coast. They lost to the Lakers last night. They play Phoenix on tomorrow night. Will the Sixers beat Phoenix tomorrow night, Connor?
I think they match up great. It's going to be a great game. Sixers have got it. It's going to be I'd say an 8-point game, Sixers.
Okay. And give me a Joel Embiid prediction for tomorrow night.
26 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists.
That's a very conservative 26 points only. That's a little low scoring for Joel Embiid lately. He's been putting up a lot of 30-pointers lately.
Tyrese Maxey prediction?
You want to give me a Tyrese Maxey prediction? I'll give you the Tyrese Maxey prediction, and you can tell me if I'm crazy or not, okay? You said, what'd you say, 26 and 9 for Joel, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Tyrese Maxey scores 18 points only and has 10 assists and 5 rebounds. That's my Maxey prediction. He hasn't been shooting the ball very good lately.
He's going to get 32 points.
32 points for Maxey. So he breaks out of his slump.
He hasn't been in a real big slump.
What's that?
He's been in a really big slump. He had 40 the other night.
Yeah, I mean, his shooting, he's still been scoring, but his shooting percentage, especially on threes, has gone down a little bit lately. Probably because he's playing too many minutes.
Luckily, the All-Star break's coming up.
Well, he doesn't get the All-Star break off because he's a starter in the All-Star game. Very well deserved, right? I mean, he definitely deserves to start in the All-Star game, Tyrese Maxey.
Yep.
All right. So before we wrap this up, guys, you're watching Trending in the PM on the STT Sports Network. If you haven't yet, you better hit the like button. You better subscribe for Connor. Don't do it for me. Do it for Connor. I need Connor to have another highly viewed show, just like on his birthday earlier this year. I gotta ask you. I know I didn't tell you this ahead of time, but I'm gonna put a little curveball here for you here. I'm gonna give you a question you're not prepared to answer. So I like to do that. Sunday, there's this little football game being played. The Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Who wins?
I got the Seahawks.
I got the Seahawks. I'm going to give you my prediction. I'm giving you the Seahawks win 24-20, and Sam Darnold's the MVP. Am I crazy or not?
28-14 Seahawks.
Oh, you got him blowing them out by 2 touchdowns. I like that. He doesn't have to get on the screen. What's your dad say?
What?
What's your dad say next to you? Who's he got winning the Super Bowl?
He's not here.
Oh, he's not there? He left you? He ditched you already? All right. I like it. Do you get excited for the Super Bowl? Or is the Super Bowl not cool to kids your age anymore?
I like it still. But
yeah.
I really like when the Eagles are in it the most. So.
You're a young kid. You're used to the Eagles. They've been 3 times in your lifetime. They've only been 4 times, and I'm how much older than you? Watching the Olympics. Well, I'm watching the Olympics. Actually, no, I won't be watching the Olympics tonight because the Eagles got their special new show on ESPN tonight at 9 o'clock, so I'll be watching that. Robert says Seahawks 28-21. We're not talking football tonight, not at all. We're staying to basketball tonight. I had another question for you, but now I forget it because I'm reading all these other comments. Man, I forget what I was going to ask you. What else you got on the NBA? What else do you got? Did anything in your notes that I didn't cover?
We covered everything.
Yes? We covered it all? You've got a game tomorrow. Is it a good team you're playing tomorrow morning?
Well, yeah, that was the team. That was the team. We lost by 1 too.
Oh, so you got a big revenge game coming up. Are you going to be sad when the basketball season ends for you?
Yeah, but we have playoffs.
Playoffs, okay. I remember my other question was going to be, do kids your age like Bad Bunny, who's going to be doing the halftime performance?
I feel like half of them don't know him.
Don't even know? Do you know who Bad Bunny is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. I don't like Bad Bunny. I think Bad
Puerto
Bunny
Rican singer, right?
What's that?
I think he's a Puerto Rican singer.
Yeah, he is a Puerto Rican singer. See, you know, look at you. At your age, you know all this stuff. All right, what else do we got? Anything else? I want to know what position you play in basketball.
There's no positions. I play
no position.
I do play
5-on-5, just rec league. I mean, how old's the oldest kid on your team?
I feel like I'm probably. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. 10 years old and all 9 and 10-year-olds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna wrap this up, Connor. I've had an absolute blast doing this with you again. Maybe we're gonna do this. Maybe we do this like once a month. Maybe we do this again in a month and then do it again in the playoffs. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I would love that.
I think we need to do this, and then maybe we do one before the NBA draft too. Ooh. Maybe we do a couple.
We should do one before. We should do one at the NBA draft.
We should do one while it's going on TV.
Or we could do a Sixers game live.
We could do a Sixers game live as well. Yes, truly positionless. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. Connor, I had a blast. Don't go anywhere. Stay seated there. But for everybody else, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell one. Tell all. Someone says we should do an MLB preview. We could do an MLB preview if Connor is ready for that. I do have a new co-host, you know? That's my new co-host sitting in the chair next to me here. I got to get you in my basement studio for a show. Once summertime comes, you'll have to come over and sit in the chair next to me here and do one right here with me. But for now, guys, we're going to wrap this up. The Eagles have their Philly special 30 for 30 show on ESPN at 9 o'clock, so I want to make sure I watch that. Yes, go Sixers, Duck, absolutely. 9 o'clock tomorrow night. But for now, guys, we're going to wrap this baby up. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Be safe. It's cold. It's snowing. But for now, everybody have a great day. Go Sixers, and bubbles up.